Elin Silla Lumen Omen Tielvo. Today I bring to you all the history of the Barrow Wights. The first confirmed sighting of the Barrow Wights comes after 1636 of the Third Age. Cardolan, the southern kingdom of Arnor, was struck by the plague, leaving many dead, with the survivors fleeing into the Barrow Downs. The Witch King of Angmar then sent evil spirits to inhabit the dead. What these spirits were, one cannot say. They could be felled orcs, if orcs indeed have spirits, or fallen Maiar, turned to Morgoth's service before his defeat and joining Sauron, and by proxy the Witch King. Or perhaps they were elves, whose spirits were trapped by Morgul sorcery, yet those spirits would have to be evil of their own accord, for such defiance of the summons of Mandos was considered evil. Or perhaps still they are wicked men, wraiths like the Witch King himself. These dreadful spirits took hold of the dead men and arose before the very living men who buried them. The terror felt by the Wights is great, equaled only by the fear of the Nazgul. With terror as their weapon, the Barrow Wights killed the Dunedain of Cardolan, ending that realm forever. The Barrow Wights would not be heard again during the war. They either haunted the Barrow Downs or returned to their dark slumber. For centuries the Wights remained unseen, unheard, but whispers of these fell spirits came even to the hobbit holes of the Shire, scaring many a hobbit. One day a Barrow Wight entered into the house of Tom Bombadil in the Old Forest, waiting for Jolly Tom to return. Tom held no fear of the spirit and quickly cast it from his house, demonstrating his power over such darkness. The Witch King would return to the Barrow Downs and he would reawaken the Wights he sent so long ago. And now they would be used to catch the ring bearer. On September 28th, 3018, the ring bearer would indeed come to the Barrow Downs. Frodo Baggins and his companions, Sam Gamgee, Merry Brandybuck, and Pippin Took entered the Barrow Downs hoping to leave the Shire unnoticed. The hobbits stopped for a short rest, but soon knew they stayed too long, and a mist covered the Barrow Downs. Frodo searched desperately for his friends and companions, only to hear a cold and deep voice, and Frodo fell, unable to move, as a Barrow Wight took him. When he awoke, he found himself in a barrow with Merry, Pippin, and Sam. And then suddenly Frodo heard singing, a cold and dreadful psalm full of despair. Cold be hand and heart and bone, and cold be sleep under stone, never more to wake on stony bed, never till the sun fails and the moon is dead. In the black wind the stars shall die, and still on gold here at them lie, till the dark Lord lifts his hands over Dead Sea, and with as the singing continues, a long arm was crawling towards the hobbits. The Barrow Wights' hand reached for the sword placed around their necks. Frodo summoned all the strength and courage he could and grabbed a short sword, and he cut off the hand of the Barrow Wight, his own sword breaking in the process. With a snarling shriek, the Barrow Wight vanished. Frodo then called upon Tom Bombadil, who would cast the wight out of the barrow. And in no more tales do the Barrow Wights come in. Whether this wight was the only one awakened and thus cast out by Bombadil, or with the death of the Witch King their spirits were freed, is unknown. But alas, the Barrow Wight's tale ends here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, feel free to like and subscribe for more content, and please let me know how I can better improve these videos. Thanks, and as the elves say, Namarie.